Hey YouTube, it's John from Stupid Robot Fighting League here, and I must say I'm really excited because I'm going to be building this. So this is what I'm building. This is designed by a fan of the show. His name is Adriano. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. But so what I did was I sent, this will probably turn out rubbish, but I sent him a photo of all the junk that I had at this time. So there's that, and then there's this here, and so what I suggested to him was that he select. Sam, would you like me to send you to your room?
No.
Please be quiet. Please be quiet. Okay, and so what I did was I sent him two photos of all the junk that I had. So there's this. Don't know if that comes out all right. And then there's this this photo here. And what he did was he actually selected the rubbish out of what I had, and sort of designed himself a robot, which then he came up with this here, and I just saw it, I laughed so much. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go through the build process. There's still a couple of questions I've asked him to answer. For instance, this here and that there. I probably don't want just a hose at the end of it. We'll probably want a fist of some sort, and a foot of some sort, because that will be just a sort of a soft rubber end of a hose there. But he'll answer those questions for me soon. And other than that, this is hilarious. This is going to be fun, but particularly the horns there. I like those. So looking at the design here, I've gathered the bits and pieces, and so we've got the strainer for the face, the horns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim probably the bottom off around here. What I've done, as you can see, his design is a one long piece for the arm, but to keep things fair with Stupid Robot Fighting League, every robot needs to have the same amount of joints, so that means the same amount of wire, so that it'll, if fatigue takes over, then there are as many chances to break in this robot as there are in, say, this robot here. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 joints before you hit the hand. So if any of these are to break, then that's exactly what will happen with this robot here. So what I'm waiting on is what he wants to use for a fist and for a foot, and the body, the height of the body, will probably be a bit tall. Oh, sorry, a bit short. If you look at what's his name, Scott John's body, it's quite a bit bigger than this. So we may actually put in a neck. So I'll have to talk to Adriano and see what he wants to use for a neck. So we'll trim these. I just want to put a shout out to Renovator, even though they don't pay me. But if we can focus on that, that'd be great. Focus, please. And there we go. So I just want to put a shout out to Renovator. They have put out a really good product. I've completely munted the blade by cutting things that I shouldn't have. But you can see anyway that the blade is absolutely trashed, and but it's I still use it for cutting the plastic, and it's a really safe method of cutting. So I'm using it for trimming all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I shall carry on. I won't go into great detail on the actual build itself, drilling and that kind of thing, because I've got that in plenty of other videos. So as you can see, by removing this part here, I was able to fit this in. So probably what I'll do is wire this section in and glue it, because it's not, by design, it's not supposed to fall out, but it may do. Just take my earmuffs off. So looking at the design here, we've kind of got the essence of what he was after. So probably what I can start doing now is actually attaching everything. So as you can see here, we've glued in some of the most attractive hot glue work you'll see on YouTube, and so we've glued that in, and what I'll do is I'll probably drill holes from here through to there, poke the wire through, and maybe here somewhere through where I haven't glued, excuse me, and just keep it in place. It should be alright. The other thing I need to do is really fix up all the cracks here, and I'll fill them up, and just probably clamp it shut, and it should hold. Okay, so as you can see, it's like it was never broken. So I just chucked in a whole lot of hot glue there, and it's all oozed out, and I'm going to leave it like that, because this is Stupid Robot Fighting League, and it's not Jimmy DeResta. Although, if you didn't know, he's actually one of my YouTube heroes. We've got the so we've got a wire running through this here, and you can see coming in, and I've twisted it up there, and the same on this corner here. I've got it twisted up, and it comes out around here in a loop. So what I'll do is I'll probably just make one hole here and loop it through, either that or have two out coming here and twist it under here or something like that. But that's where I'm up to. Don't know if you can see that, but we've got it looped on the inside here and there, and then the wires come through underneath and loop up, and then are twisted. So that should keep Adriano's robot face in place with his horns. I think that's pretty magnificent. Looks like a headlight for a motorbike, of course. Anyway, what we need to do now is work on the other parts and maybe linking up a whole lot of stuff. Really? So as you can see, we've got the neck linked up, and we've got the first shoulder linked up, and so we've got the flex there. All you don't need flex back, but you need to be able to flex forward like that. So it's working as it should. There is Adriano's robot as it stands. So if you have a look up there. So this is the shoulder guard, this is the head, the horns, and this is the body. So the body's far too short, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put a neck in of some description, so he'll let me know on what we should put there. It's easy enough to cut that and put another section in, so we'll put a neck in. So so you got shoulder, the awesome shoulder guard, and there's not much holding that on, so this will continually fall off. And bicep, forearm, and the fist there. So this is the thigh, shin, and foot, and so this part here is the thigh and shin, and we need something to do with it. We need a foot of some description there, and we also need because we've got the bicep that's all hooked up. Was it? No, sorry, that's the shoulder, bicep. I can't remember what that's called. I call it the bicep, you'll correct me. And forearm, and we need something as a fist here, so he'll let me know what that is. But so as far as size goes, if you compare it with Scott John, you can see that there's a top of Scott John's head, and this is his feet down here. So so we're a bit short, so Adriano will let me know what else he wants to put in to give it some extra height. So there we go. That's part one of this build video over.